let's see where we left off. Dear Sid was telling our protagonist about the qualifications for attaining the knowledge that brings about immortality. What a wild idea, but let's continue. He was saying, to say sorry, God must become sannyasi, must give up everything. The guide explained, oh, this is the guide, sorry, not Sid. And do tapasya, penance, must wear padukas, sandals, still sadhus are wearing, you must have seen. This book takes place in India. And there's a tradition of great saints, realized masters, wearing wooden sandals called padukas. Fun fact, they're not comfortable. I've tried. A wide terrace ran the length of the shrine and presented the promised panoramic view. The guide nodded in the direction of Sri Lanka, from where people fled daily, arriving on the shore, shell-shocked and dazed. The lucky ones found their way inland to the growing settlement adjacent to my place of employment, the convent of the Sisters of the Poor. The guide then informed us with a certain pride that Sri Lanka, that self-same island, was the actual location of the great war of the ancient epic story called the Ramayana, which was an ancient mythological kind of holocaust that enveloped the planet, fought viciously to the last by gods, demons, humans, animals, and birds. Even the oceans and mountains were drawn in. A glorious world war to end all wars, one that would bring about everlasting peace and harmony. Now, thousands of years later, many world wars later, the fires of hell ravage that very place. I'm qualified to learn the secret, I said to Sid with authority as we stepped off the bus. I'm detached, calm, able to endure. I long for... I have to go, he said. We have 2 days left, I said. He was already walking away. A sudden flash of anger, followed by an unreasonable sorrow, came over me. I turned away, fighting off tears, embarrassed by this irrational rush of feeling. Ours was a chance encounter of little consequence. Why had I opened up to him, given him access? I turned around and entered the hotel gates. It was a little before noon, and the rush to the lunch buffet had begun. I needed a drink. Welcome, Eric. The buffet stretched far enough so that one end was barely visible from the other. Vegetarian cuisines from around the world, from mac and cheese to fried bitter gourd, were displayed like works of art, and chefs stood by to take special orders. I'm hungry. I heaped a plate with items I could not name or even recognize and picked a booth in a far corner. I shouldn't be talking about food or you're all going to leave the stream. Make some food for yourself. Actually, that'd be much a wonderful thing to do for yourself. If you get hungry, please do that. A pencil-thin girl in a starched white cotton sari with a narrowed blue border, a costume inspired no doubt by Mother Teresa, approached. Madam, you like coffee, tea, lime juice, mango juice, papaya juice? I'd like a shot of bourbon, I wanted to say, but only smiled pleasantly, asked for a glass of water and sent her away. She did not go far, but hovered anxiously at a respectful distance. If only Sid had given me a chance, I reflected, I would have told him that I was trying desperately to fight my way out of my despair, my loneliness, my illness, my fear. Why didn't he wait to hear me out? Why did he brush me off? Madam, you like? My wait person had reappeared with an upside-down pineapple cake, an exact replica of my mother's Easter dessert. Yes, I said, why not? And a double espresso, please. She happily dashed off to do my bidding. I was not prepared, he said, not qualified. How would he know? Was I the crass Westerner who had come to the land of the Buddha to learn a little yoga, some meditation, so I could go back to my world of lattes and gym memberships and boast to my friends of my adventures? Who was he to judge me? What did I know about him? Nothing. I was to be calm, able to endure and long for immortality and freedom from suffering. Immortality, an excellent name for a designer drug or a high-end perfume. But who would want to live forever, to long for it, as for freedom from suffering? I called the registration desk and made an appointment for a full body massage and facial. But after putting away the upside-down pineapple cake and downing the double espresso, I cancelled my spa appointment and checked out. We'll pause our reading of Moksha Liberation there for now, just concluding our first chapter of the first part. I hope to have wet your whistle with many more chapters to come. Thank you for listening.